cross is the most dreaded symbol of our time, but it was the bridge through which the Christian faith got to us. This cross. We give up on Jesus when it gets tough. And little wonder we see an alarming case of the amalgamation of the negativity we find in our African traditional religion mixed up with the Christian faith and its teachings. And that is what we call in theology syncretism. It is very popular. The pineapple has a sour taste, but it nourishes. It nourishes like the sweet red or green apple. We cannot eat only apples because they taste better, and therefore discard the benefit of pineapple when medically recommended to us. Jesus is our Macedonia. That is what the Italian man calls fruit salad. And we must be ready to taste every fruit, all kinds of fruit in him, because we have taken up our crosses and followed him. Today we celebrate the exultation of the cross. And what is the cross? I will begin by answering via negativa. The cross is not a cause. It doesn't give birth to permanent frustration. It is not an otherworldly oppression, nor is it an act of divine suppression. We feel and believe this because we love liberation in its fullest. We want a freedom without responsibility. The cross doesn't function with the medieval conscription of rights. No. Instead, the cross frees, liberates, and brings lasting victory to us. The cross represents both Christ himself, who was crucified on it, and the Christian faith that gained life through it. It means death and hope at the same time. Unless a wheat grain falls on the ground and dies, it remains only a single grain. Many of us don't want to die to ourselves and pass through the hardship, but we want to have all the goodies. But when it dies, it yields a great harvest. And that is what matters to us, the yielding of the great harvest. We are not interested in passing through the narrow way and the road that leads to the bounty of harvest. When we inculcate patience in our lives, we will blossom at the end. Dearest one, in the cross we learn forgiveness. In the cross we learn how to be like Christ and die to our sins. We learn to be resolute. Mark chapter 8 verse 34. We gain power. 1 Corinthians chapter 1 verse 8. We become worthy. Matthew chapter 10 verse 38. And finally, the beautiful summary is in Hebrews chapter 12 verse 2. Despising the shame and the pain, he endured all the forces of the world, and so should be. The reason why many relationships don't last today and families are broken is because of the lack of endurance, lack of acceptance. And so when things become a little difficult, we back out and run away. This is not an encouragement to those who have turned their homes to an abusive arena. But the idea is that in all things, we should be bold to face the cross, to face the challenge and break it. We should be bold to take up tasks that are difficult. We should be bold to face the giants in our lives. They must come. We must encounter them. And you don't face what you cannot conquer. Because we have this man who has conquered it and said it is finished. Not meaning that the challenges are finished, but indicating that the job of securing the right to win has been done. Gives us the encouragement that we are fighters who come out victorious. Do not give up. Do not be afraid of the cross. Do not run away from challenges. Sickness will come. Pains will come. Indebtedness will come. heartbrokenness will come. But when you go close to Jesus, who conquered all this on the cross, you will become victorious. And that is my prayer for you. Happy feast day of the exaltation of the cross.